Hi, I'm Gabe from WePlay Media, and I'd like to take a few minutes of your time to show you how we are about to use a free-to-play mobile game distributed on the Google Play Store to engage with hundreds of millions of MotoGP fans around the world. MotoGP is a hugely popular sport around the world. It is the Formula One of motorcycle racing. Check out some of these stats. MotoGP.com receives over 92 million unique visitors monthly. The game will be featured on this site. It has a global television audience of over 280 million viewers and legions of fans for each Grand Prix rider, and team Facebook following of over 75 million fans. Sponsor and event Facebook following of over 200 million fans. Combined Twitter following of over 125 million fans. 18 Grand Prix races hosted in 16 countries between March and November each year. Major brand involvement by way of sponsorship including GoPro, Monster Energy, Red Bull, Honda, Yamaha, etc. With all these fans, we need to make a game which is cool and easy to play for the widest casual audience. Games we have produced in the past, including the often featured Supercross and Snowcross, were great, but really hard to play because you had to steer. So, we got rid of steering and just focused on the thing which wins races: braking into corners and accelerating out of them. It also allows us to do stuff with the camera which makes the game more like watching a broadcast TV experience than playing a game. You really get a sense of what it's like for the riders. Next, we created a thing called the Fan World Championship, which lets players who save up diamonds by playing the game a lot, or who just make a simple in-app purchase and acquire their favorite rider, enter a global competition to join their favorite rider to the podium. Annually, there will be one Fan World Champion. The rider with the highest aggregate fan score and the fan who contributed the most points to that MotoGP rider is crowned that year's Fan World Champion. And the fan is rewarded with a trophy, merchandise, cash, and tickets to the race of their choice and a chance to hang out with their rider. The major sponsors of MotoGP have backed the Fan World Championship, and we are prizing out over $50,000 worth of Tizot watches each season. Driving this engagement are the riders themselves, the teams, and their sponsors. We have entered into contracts with every rider in the field to actively support the Fan World Championship by tweeting and posting content we help to create their social accounts. The cadence of these social media posts is important to ensure constant engagement, so we expect to see weekly posts to Facebook and Twitter prompting those fans who are racing on their team to put in more effort and encouraging new players to join their team. To make it easy to have these stakeholders share tailored content on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, our advertising team created individual ads all stored in individual folders in the cloud, which is accessible at any time. Our multimedia team have also prepared a weekly show format called MotoGP Championship Quest, a broadcast quality sports show which recaps the week's events and achievements both on the track and in the game. We will be distributing this on YouTube, Vimeo, on Facebook, and directly into the game. Keeping the cadence of the content and engagement is the strategy of the track releases. We will launch the game with 5 tracks initially. Spain's famous Valencia track, which hosts the final race of the season, and is a track which we will launch the game at on the 5th of November of 2015. The other tracks will include Australia's Phillip Island, Malaysia, the Twin Rings circuit at MotoG, Japan, Silverstone in the UK, and another track in Spain, Catalonia. Immediately after launch, we will release the following tracks. Regular seasonal updates will include all new rider and bike configurations, any new tracks including the proposed events in Indonesia and India. Our product roadmap also includes a live synchronous race mode and other integrations with appropriate SDK like Skills, for example. Social sharing is key to growing a player's friend base and making competitive games interesting, and it is here that the deep integration with Google Play game services and social networks occur. From the outset, the players are encouraged to connect their Facebook and Twitter accounts in order to be able to share and compete with their friends. As you can see here, we reward every player who connects their social accounts with a bonus coin payment each and every time they race. We use every play to record each race. This enables us to reward those players who care to share their high score winning races to Facebook and allows us to capture this video for our weekly show, Championship Quest. All of this content has other share points which include a permanent placement on MotoGP.com, on the game website www.championshipquest.com, and on our Facebook page, which at the time of making this video has over 200,000 fans. To the best of our knowledge, no other mobile game has ever garnered so many fans in advance of the launch of the game. Our multimedia team also create weekly video packages which are tailored for our brand partners like Monster Energy for them to share with the fans of Monster who love MotoGP. MotoGP also gives our sponsor partners something to engage their fans on their social media accounts with, by running branded tournaments which anyone can enter and compete for a win, which may involve the prizing of an in-app rewards or physical swag. Other cool activities under development include major point of sale promotions with over 12,000 Repsol gas stations throughout Europe and thousands of Movistar locations in Latin America, where they will be using the game to create extra value for their customers and enhance their sponsorship of the teams. All of this activity is just the start. We will be providing our friends at Google with updates periodically on a territory by territory basis to shine a spotlight on the new content and fan engagement. We have worked really hard to deliver a world-class experience to Google customers, and we look forward to our launch, which is when the hard work really begins. Oh, and if any of you want to come to a race and see the action yourself, just let us know. We would love to show you around the paddock and introduce you to the riders.